as possible. Okay. In accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, be advised that notice of this meeting was made by posting on the bulletin board in Town Hall and mailing to the officially designated newspapers a list of the meeting dates annually, indicating that this meeting would take place on Wednesday, October 6th, 2021 at 7:30 p.m. via the Zoom virtual platform. Due to the COVID-19 virus, Millburn Town Hall is closed to the public for the purposes of planning board meetings. The meeting notice contained information necessary for members of the public to attend the meeting through the Zoom platform, both by audio and/or video means. This notice was posted on the Millburn Township website, Millburn Town Hall Bulletin Board, and Millburn Town Hall front door. Roll call.
Gaston Halbert,
Here.
Jorge Mastro Pietro,
Here.
Mark Matzel,
Here.
Maggie Miggins,
Here.
Sanjeev Vinayak,
Here.
David Morrow,
Here.
Srini Vijay,
Here.
Vice Chairwoman Miriam Salerno,
Here.
Chairwoman Beth Zoll.
Here. Thank you. Our first order of business is the approval of minutes from August 4th, 2021, which were circulated last week or maybe earlier. I have had them for a while. And I had no corrections myself. I don't know if anybody had any corrections or questions that they saw. Okay, and members who were in attendance at that meeting were eligible to make a motion were, who's here tonight? Gaston, Jorge, Mark, Maggie. Did you stay for that one, Maggie? You abstained. No, you abstained from voting for minutes. I'm just not sure if you participated in the whole application, the whole hearing.
There were no
Oh,
applications.
that's right. This was
Yeah,
another
this was just
one.
a,
Okay, and then David, Srini, and myself.
Yeah, I think it was just
another
Miriam
brief
was
one.
the only one who was not here.
Okay. Does anybody make a motion to approve the minutes from Wednesday, August 4th?
I think even I missed that meeting. I don't know if I have to say that or.
Correct.
Yeah, you were
Sanjay.
not here. You were not at this meeting.
Gaston makes a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
I will make a motion to approve.
Okay. And
Second.
Mark seconds. Great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No, and then assume that Miriam and Sanjeev will abstain, not having attended. Thank you. Okay, meeting minutes from August 4th, 2021. Passed, approved. Okay, we have 3 memorializations tonight. And then before we begin on that, Ed, I don't know if you wanted to contextualize where we are in terms of the board moving forward on memorializations.
Yes, thank you. Just for everyone's recollection and refreshing everyone's recollection, these resolutions are memorializing resolutions, memorializing actions we've already taken. Only those people who voted in favor of the resolution can vote on these resolutions, and that's the way Eileen calls the roll on these. Just so that everyone's aware, and I think you are, the public hearing has been closed. This is, if there's questions on the resolutions, we can discuss them among the board, but there's no public portion or no public participation in the adoption of the resolutions because the action has already been taken on all 3 of these applications. So with that, Madam Chair, I'll pass it back to you for the first resolution.
Thank you. And if I can just ask you to continue one more item, which is to share how many votes would be required to pass it.
Well, on all of these, it's actually 1 affirmative vote. It's all you need to
Correct.
pass these.
I just wanted to
Yes.
make sure we had the legal backing of our council. Thank you. Okay, so we'll begin with the memorialization for application 20007, 85 Woodland Road, which we received last week, the end of last week. In draft form, it was the same version, council, that was sent to the applicant as well, I believe. And I think you have received a few comments from them, and I might turn it back to you to describe the content of those comments.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, we sent it to the applicant's counsel. There were 3 clarifying requests for amendment. 2 of the 3 were acceptable. Martha Callahan, the township engineer, looked at them as well. The 3rd one, she had a slight revision to, which we have incorporated into the final resolution. So let me just go through those 3. They're not long, but if you look at your resolution, we can get through it relatively quickly, and then I would ask for a motion on the amended resolution, assuming that there are no other changes. The first change is just a direction change in line 76. Again, the lines may be a little different on yours. It's the last sentence of the first numbered paragraph. We head down to the west of Chatham Road are rail lines. It's actually to the north. So that was just a directional error. So that should be changed to north. The second one is on page 21. It's line 504. It relates to the parking garage entries. And again, this is just factual information. We had down that the garage doors would be 27 feet wide. They're actually 24 feet wide, not 27. So 27 changes to a 24. And then we said approximately 27 feet wide is measured at the curb line. That's actually incorrect. It was pointed out by the applicant and then corrected by Martha that there's actually 2 different measurements at the curb line. The 2 Chatham Road entrance and exits are approximately 27 feet wide as measured at the curb line. But the Woodland Road entry and exit is approximately 50 feet as measured at the curb line. So we're changing that sentence to read the driveways and garage doors for all 3 entries, exits will all be approximately 24 feet wide. And for the 2 Chatham Road entries / exits, approximately 27 feet wide as measured at the curb line. And for the Woodland Road entry / exit, approximately 50 feet wide as measured at the curb line. And again, that's a factual thing that Martha has confirmed. The last change is on page 28, at least on my page 28. It's line 657. It's the last sentence in item 15. And actually, it's an additional sentence after the last sentence of item 15. The applicant correctly pointed out that they're going to have dry wells at that bottom tip where they're supposed to wrap around landscaping. So they requested, and I certainly didn't have any problem with it. Martha didn't have any problem with it. They requested that the following sentence be put in right after the last sentence in paragraph 15. The sentence reads, "The board acknowledges that the amount of landscaping to be installed by the applicant will be limited by the 6 dry wells the applicant is installing in this area to reduce runoff." Again, I think that is accurate. Our engineer confirms that, so I would recommend that be added. Those are the 3 modifications that I have. So let me pass it back to you, Madam Chair. If anybody else has modifications, we can consider those as well.
Great, thank you. I had one question, which is at the very end. It lists the meetings. So on mine, it appears on the very last page, line 726.
Yes.
I believe, is this listing is the October 7th, 2020 meeting the one that we no longer retained in our records? I just wanted to double check, because I thought we had that meeting and then we sort of repeated it, if you
think that
will, and
was-
so it was not part of the application.
I think that meeting was a September meeting.
Okay,
Yes, you just give me a second. I can check my notes here.
Okay, apologies. I probably should have checked the notes myself.
Yeah, October 7th was the beginning of the actual, that's what I have down here.
Thank you. I just wanted to check because I knew we sort of had the false
Start over.
start. I just want to make sure we had the right, and
Yes,
in my mind, it was only 8, but I guess it was 9.
The first meeting was actually September 16th, and that's the
Okay.
one we had to do over beginning October 7th.
Thank you so much for double checking. Okay, then I had no other comments. Did anybody else have comments or questions on this memorialization? Okay, seeing none, does anyone want to make a motion to move? I would like the motion to be on the amended per council's 3 corrections.
Eligible to vote are Gaston, David, Miriam, and Beth.
Okay, I will move to approve this
I'll second.
amended application. Okay,
Gaston Halbert,
Yes.
David Morrow,
Yes.
Miriam Salerno,
Yes.
Beth Zoll.
yes. Okay, thank you. That was 007. And our next memorialization of our 3 for tonight is application 21002, City MD Summit Medical for site plan approval. Eileen, do you mind reading the eligible? I think we have a lot of us here, but do you mind reading the eligible?
Everyone is eligible except for Joe was absent, and Joe and Srini are the only 2 not eligible.
Okay, great. Thank you. Ed, were there any corrections received that you need to make us aware of?
No, I sent it to the applicant's counsel. I didn't receive any comments on it, so there's, I'll just pass it back to you, and if the board's got any changes, we'll consider those.
Great, thank you. Did anybody have any comments or changes on the City MD memorialization? Okay, would anybody like to make a motion to move forward on it,
I make the motion
to approve?
to approve the resolution.
Thank you, Jorge. A second?
Second.
Thank you,
Second.
Maggie. Okay,
Gaston Halbert,
Yes.
Jorge Mastro Pietro,
Yes.
Mark Matzel,
Yes.
Maggie Miggins,
Yes.
Sanjeev Vinayak,
Yes.
David Morrow,
Yes.
Miriam Salerno,
Yes.
Beth Zoll.
yes. Thank you. So the application 21002 for City MD memorialization passes. And our third and final for this evening is application 21004 Tonino Cigars at 515 Millburn Avenue, and that is also for site plan approval.
The same people are eligible.
Same people eligible, that's right. Those are the same. It was a long meeting. Did anybody have corrections or questions regarding that memorialization? Or Ed, were there any comments from?
Yes, Eileen pointed out an error in line 20. We refer to this as a change of tenancy within an existing commercial building. It's actually a change of use. So the word tenancy should be changed to use, USE, in my line 20, which is the first sentence of the first whereas clause. Other than that, I have no other comments.
Great, thank you. Does anyone want to make a motion on this memorialization?
Sure, I'll make a motion.
Was that?
I'll second.
I lost you.
That was Miriam.
Yeah, it was
made the
me.
Motion.
I can't. where's it?
Gaston. Second.
Gaston Halbert,
Yes.
Jorge Mastro Pietro,
Yes.
Mark Matzel,
Yes.
Maggie Miggins,
Yes.
Sanjeev Vinayak,
Yes.
David Morrow,
Yes.
Miriam Salerno,
Yes.
Beth Zoll.
Yes. Great, thank you. That is our agenda for the evening.
I will just let you know that we have no applications in the queue, but I believe the next meeting, which is on the 20th, I believe. I think
Yes.
there's some ordinances that are due to be coming through
Okay,
the Township Committee, which will probably, I should definitely have them by then. So that may be the only thing. that will be-
okay, so we'll continue to hold the 20th. It sounds like we may have a meeting that may not be very long, but we'll
Right.
still have the meeting. Great,
Yes, I think we should.
thank you. With that said, does anyone make a motion to adjourn for the evening?
Motion.
And that one
Everybody
was
made that
good.
motion.
Very rushed.
I do that.
Second.
We had a long night last night.
I heard most of it.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm happy to, I think Maggie made the motion and I think Sanjeev seconded. Very telling. With that, I will say good night, our shortest meeting of the year. Be safe and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Very
Good
good.
night.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.